say you ain't gotta leave my bed. I know they say you do. Am I the only one who used to love this song by Kidding? Girl, just be yourself. And I swear I ain't gonna say a thing. Gon' just have the time of your life. Time of your life. Let it go. Yours is mine too. Okay, sorry guys, sorry. Professionalism. Hold on. Hey. Listen. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Hello. Raw family. Your manners. My grandma watches this. Mello here. I hope you guys all got to get yourselves all caught up with the Raw Talk with Mello Couch Confessions regular edition, but today's gonna be the spiritual edition. And then I'm gonna bust you guys with a part 2, which is the feels, because we gotta get the feels out before the new year, right? I have them like listed in here, okay? But your girl's feeling good. I just finished my morning workout. Got my little OJ, got my little routine. Body's feeling fresh, everything's feeling nice. So I thought like, while I'm feeling good, why not give you guys the next episode, right? Oh, it looks like the crown's on my head. Hey, jeez. Okay. So guys, let's get into it. Am I even gonna waste time? I gotta go help one of these single moms in like 30 minutes cutting it tight. Okay. I love an orange juice. Listen, I love an orange juice and tea in the morning. And yes, I work out with gloss on. I already told you I love a gloss. Gloss queen. Okay? If you got a gloss business, hit me up. I will support. I love lip gloss. But she got little sparkles in it. Let me shimmer my bottom lip for you, because it's really only the bottom lip. Anyway, y'all. So first we're going to do the couch confessions feels. I lied. I'm so sorry. First we're going to do the couch confession spiritual editions. I'm going to tell this quick story. I'm not going to say this individual visited me, but I felt his presence. It was an old client when I used to work in palliative care. And right away I was like, oh, all right, cool. Thank you. Got it. I know which story to share next. So, hold on. Okay. Just have to check, make sure I had it right first. So, don't watch my knees. I've been burning them on the mat. I don't know how to stop burning them on the mat. Someone let me know. Do I have to wear like full tights or something? I get hot. Okay, so I used to work in palliative care as a PSW / caregiver, okay? And as I've mentioned before, when you have abilities like me, when they're crossing over or they're getting ready to pass on, you see some stuff. Like maybe most PSWs wouldn't see it or experience, but I did. So let me give you a story. It's not that freaky. It was kind of cool now that I like look back at it. Anywho, so for legal reasons and other reasons, confidentiality, we're not allowed to use their names, which I already don't do, but you know, sometimes I use like the initial. I won't even use the initial. So we're just going to call him Paul. Okay? Paul. So, sorry, every time I think about Paul, it just makes me smile. Such an amazing man, you know? He really, he had his ups and his downs. Woo, why do I want to cry? I miss him so much already. Okay, woo, stop. So, he had a really good heart. He was a leader, a businessman, a father, like everything. Like I respected this man so much. He taught me when, sorry, when he started to get like, to the point of saying stuff to me like, Mel, like, why won't God just take me out? Like, I can't take this anymore. Like, I'm in so much pain. And, you know, I would try to give him words of encouragement and reassure him and be like, you know, you're not done teaching lessons yet. You know, you're not finished your purpose here yet. He's coming for you. We see that, but you got to finish, you know. And one day it hurt my heart to see him just want to just take me now. Why won't you just take me now already, you know? And one day I just said to him, I said, I don't even know how I ended up working here, but I know that you are a part of my life path. And I think part of the reason why you're still here is because you're teaching me something. And sorry guys, Mel's emotional, you know this. I remember him like smiling, and I was like, thank you God for giving me the words, because you know, but I also meant it. Like, I didn't just say it to say it, like he really was helping me. Anyway, stop. Okay, so I just really miss him. Anyway, yeah, working with him was great. It was a blessing. Like, he taught me to be thankful for life. Like, you don't know what it means to really be thankful for life. We sit there and we complain about little things here and there, but when you see somebody dying in front of you and all they want to do is live, stop complaining. You understand me? You're healthy, you're living. What you're going through ain't nothing. Okay? And that may sound like, whoa, we go through things. Yeah, me too. But when you think you going through something serious, you have no idea what somebody else is dealing with. Remember, Melo told you that. Your problems are not that big, even if it is big. You get what I'm saying? I'm not telling you it doesn't matter. I'm just saying it could be worse. You understand? Okay. So, this is the story. So he was getting ready to cross over, and stuff was already happening. Like, you know, I'd walk in his room and I would know, ooh, someone's sitting right here, and me and you're the only one in this room. And I kept feeling it. It was very strong, a very strong soul, not evil, not dark, of the light, but powerful soul. Like, no ramp, like, you know, like protecting, like almost like ready for him, like protect, like it's almost like it was an appointed person to bring him over, and they're just waiting for like God's command. Like, that's how it felt. Anyway, didn't put fear in me at all. Every time I walked in the room, I knew that the spirit was there in a chair. It was a specific chair. And I would always be like, all right, you know, walk past it, brush it, help take care of my client Paul, and, you know, chill, check his breathing, all that stuff. And one particular day I was in his room, and I was walking over to help him get out of bed, and he was like, you know, I'm weak today, I'm tired, because they begin to get weak. They literally just deteriorate in front of you. So I was like, okay, you know, kind of helped him lay down back down. It wasn't ready to get up now, you know, rest, I'm gonna go make your food and come back and check on you, but we gotta try to move our body, because you don't move your body, you're gonna be in pain. Okay, so we started doing that. I put him back down, and he says to me, he's like, my dad's sitting over there. Boom, my heart dropped. I was like, wait, so like, I'm not really tripping? Because like, okay, sometimes when you have abilities, you will try to like ignore them because you're like, I'm tripping. But you know, deep down, you're not tripping, you know? You just want to feel normal, like everybody else around you, right? So when he said it, I was like, damn, confirmation, damn, right? And I was like, okay, I know. You know, I didn't want him to feel like he was crazy. Like, this stuff does happen when you're starting to cross over. Like, I know. And he was like, yeah. And there was somebody else he said that was there as well. I can't remember if it was, I think it was his mother. I can't remember who it was. But like, that's when I knew, like, okay, any day. Like, you're starting to see people. Like, when people started to die in my family, like my grandfather and my uncle and stuff, they started to like see people. So like, I know what that means. You're close. Your family and I don't have much more time with you. And yeah, those are little things that were happening. Okay, so now for the main story. So I used to sleep on a couch that was right outside of his room with my head closest to the door so that if his breathing got shallow or he was screaming for me or anything, I could always hear him. And I used to keep the house phone like right beside me for when his family called or anything, because I wanted to make sure they felt supported at all times by me. You are entrusting me with the love, with what's such a precious moment of your loved one. I will never not be available for you. Okay. So yeah, I'm laying on the couch and I'm taking a nap because he's taking a nap. It was almost like a baby. Like, you know, you get a newborn and they're napping, so you nap when they nap. Yeah, so when he would nap, I would nap. Because if not, like, I was around the clock, like, checking on him, making sure, okay, you know? Okay. This particular day, I'm napping and I wake up. A lot of stuff happens to me in my dreams too, which I've shared some with you guys. I wake up and I'm like, okay, this isn't a dream, I'm awake, because sometimes it feels the same. So I'm like awake. I think they call it like astral projection or something like that. Yeah, but anyways, I'm awake this time. I know I'm awake. And sorry, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. I'm like sitting there and I feel literally like a person walk right past me like this, slow. Literally like this. And I'm like following this feeling and I'm like, you know what, I'm like following it and it goes right past me and goes right into his room. Now, usually I would freak and I would get up and go in there because like, what kind of spirit is this, right? But the spirit didn't make me feel off. I knew this spirit. Remember that, okay? Stay with me. I'm like, I know this. Who's this? Who's this? I know this feel, right? Okay, so about me, certain loved ones and people in my lives, because I have feels, they all get a specific feel that I can identify. So if that's ever in my space or trying to infiltrate my dreams or whatever, I know exactly, based off the feel, if I'm able to feel the feel, who that is. Exactly. Okay? So I'm like, I know this. I'm trying to like go my brain, like, who's that? Who is that? Who is that? Who's that? Can't figure it out. And then I'm like, hold on. Paul? Yo, okay, I know this sounds insane, but I knew that that was his spirit that just walked by me and went into his room, which lets me know you're crossing over because you're not able to leave your body. So you just walk past me and you're going back into your room to go back into your body. I know I sound insane to the average person, but this stuff is very real, okay? Let me prove it to you. So I feel it, right? And again, the natural human instinct is, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Calm it down. Go to bed. Calm it down, right? I know how slow he used to walk because he has to use the walker, right? They get weak. I'd have to push him. I remember the timing it would take for him to get back and sit down on the bed and everything like that. Okay. As me saying I'm tripping, I literally remember saying to myself, if that's really him, like by about right now, he would be in his bed. Yo, as soon as I finished that thought, okay, so backdrop. Sorry, keep staying with me. He was Italian, which Italians are black people. I don't care what no one says. Italian and Portuguese, y'all black, okay? You don't play like we don't play. Y'all black. So anyway, loved him and his family. Yeah, he was Italian. So he used to call me Bella, right? So as soon as I said to myself, I am tripping, because by now he would be back in his bed if that was really him. I hear, Bella, yo. I wanted to pee myself. I don't care, spiritual or not, yo, abilities or not, I wanted to pee myself, okay? So I hear that, and I'm like, so I get up, and I walk in the room, and he's like sitting in the bed, right? And I'm like, hey, Paul, you okay? And he's like, I saw you. Sorry, let me take a second. I didn't really tell his family all the things that were happening in that house at that time. His wife had also had previously passed away, and she used to visit all the time. Like, be in the kitchen, be in her room that used to be her. I always knew, like, I respected that lady, like she was still alive in that house. I don't play this your husband, I know this your man, boo. Okay? Anyway, he tells me, he's like, I saw you. So to further confirm what I was feeling, he's like, I saw you. And I was like, what do you mean? Right? Playing dumb, right? And he's like, I saw you. You were asleep on the couch. Now, if you guys are listening to me carefully, I said I was awake when I felt him walk past me back this way to his room. But keep in mind, if he's coming back this way from like the kitchen area to his room, that means when I was asleep is when he walked past me this way. So he's now telling me, I saw you sleeping, which he would not have been able to because he could not see me from his bed. You understand me? Okay. So I am shooketh. Like, this stuff shooketh, like, shakes me, but it's also like, God's wicked. Like, I get excited, right? So I was like, and I was like, I was sleeping. He's like, I know. I saw you. You're taking a nap. And I was like, well, I take a nap when you take a nap sometimes. And he's like, that's okay. And like, I'm just trying to talk to him, but in my mind, I'm like, whoa, I felt you leave your body, yo, and go back to it, yo. That's crazy. Like, these are the thoughts I'm having in my brain, right? But I'm still like helping him, taking care or whatever. The rest of the day was normal. Like, he was in his body and he was normal. And I never, that was only one time. I never ever had felt him like that ever again. Like, whenever I felt him now, it would just be like in his body, his regular body, his shell, in his room. These are all shells, guys, in his room. And like, just his wife or his dad or whoever was visiting at the time in that house that had already passed, right? There was like 4 different entities up in there, okay? Yeah, but it's funny because it brings me back to what I had said to him. I'm gonna cry again. Ooh. Paul was part of my spiritual awakening, and I didn't even know it. Paul was there to reassure me and let me know, no, you're not crazy. This is happening. By him passing over, and while he allowed me to love on him and help him, he didn't realize he was loving on me and helping me. Okay. To be okay with myself and who I really was and not second guess myself. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, I hate that I'm such a crybaby. Yeah, it was a beautiful exchange, and I will never forget him for that. And that's why, like, whenever he visits, I know, because I remember that feel, you know? And okay, sorry y'all, quick feel. I am done the story. I did share this story with his brother after, who actually seemed to be spiritual as well. I shared it with him and his wife, which I miss them so much. Like, those people were so great. They were spiritual at the time that I was still like trying to ignore my spirituality, and they were so helpful and so open and so inviting, and I will never forget them. Like, they helped me through so much at that time in my life. Yeah, I had shared it with them, and they were like, cool, like, okay. But then they also understood what I was trying to say, like, guys, it's close. Love on him as much as you can right now. And they definitely started to, you know, put in the work, and they came there and they were supportive. And like, moments when I would break down and cry because like I was already missing him, because I already knew it was coming. Like, they would be like helpful and give me like a minute to compose myself and like tap in for me and check on him, because it was just becoming like so emotional for me, you know? And they tell you not to do that, which is why I was like, this job is not for me. You understand? Okay. Yeah, so I told them about it, everything like that. Oh, sorry, thank you. My feel. Hold on, my nose is dripping. Okay, so the feel that I just got is two things. One, if you were upset with someone, like for example me, just putting it out there, if you're upset with somebody just because you are stuck in your own religious bubble, that's your problem. And whoever raised you's problem. That's nobody else's problem, okay? Because I was raised in that same exact bubble, but I listened to God and found myself, okay? No pastor is going to be able to get me closer to God than me and my relationship with God personally, myself. Did you hear what I just said? It doesn't mean your pastors aren't good leaders. It doesn't mean that they're not fulfilling their purpose to help you. Yes, but in my case, staying in that bubble of this stuff doesn't happen, or be careful, and putting like a spirit of fear over me to like make me stay here and be like, okay, this isn't happening, this isn't happening, this isn't happening, when I can clearly see what's happening around me, but just because it doesn't happen for you, you're not able to understand what's happening to me, okay? If you are someone who's going through right now, release yourself. I'm not saying release your family. You don't know. Release yourself from that, okay? Do not keep yourself in a bubble because you were taught certain things, okay? The second thing that I would say for that I'm getting as a feel is, one of you is taking care of somebody right now that's crossing over. I feel it strong, not strong, strong. One of you is dealing with somebody right now that is passing over, whether it's your family member or whether it's a friend, but you are helping them. You are a confidant. You are a healer. You're a healer. You are their healer. Not like God, but you're helping heal them. You're being a support system. You're being a crutch. For some, that stage of life is very scary. You know, it's the unknown, not knowing where you're gonna go, how it's gonna go. You understand? And he was Catholic raised. Like, we were near there, we were discussing the Bible, we had those conversations. We were always keeping God in our conversations when him and I spoke. I think people think because I'm spiritual that I disregard God and disregard the Bible and everything. I don't believe everything is how it was portrayed, because I also believe that as Black people and people from Africa and other places, we had our own spiritual practices that had us very close to God. But then when colonialism came and they gave us this Bible, and they said that this is how you're going to do it, because this is how we can control your mind so that you don't actually pay attention to your spiritual abilities. And then we built a bunch of churches, which are businesses, no longer communities. And we started to guzzle money, and we forgot what we were and everything. We played right into the colonialism and forgot our ancestry. That did not come from me. So, I have a balance of both. I'm not gonna lie. I still see myself kind of in that bubble. But my whole point of me saying that is that you are helping somebody cross over, and you need to be open-minded, because things are happening that they're telling you, and it is very real. And if you are just disregarding it, or you're keeping it in that little religious bubble of what's happening, you know, you might let them down. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but okay. Anyways, that being said, y'all, I'm sorry to cut it, but I gotta stop. I gotta get dressed. I gotta get ready to go help this single mom, and then I will be back to do the next video, which will be the feels to end off this year. Okay? All right, guys. That was Couch Confession Spiritual Edition. I got a lot in my head right now. That was Couch Confession Spiritual Edition. Stay active, y'all. Get your workouts in. Drink your water, not milk. Get your mind right in the morning, and then get yourself ready to start your day. Okay? I'll tell you guys two things, and that is spread love and always keep it raw. See you guys soon. Bye.